Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's SD News, motherfuckers, with Matt Baker and...
Luke Slywaker.
That's right.
This is the inaugural edition coming at you. We're going to bring you a little bit of some stories about what's been going on around here in San Diego over the past week or so. It's going to be a little bit about the things that I've been getting involved with. So thanks for having me on, Matt. This is my first podcast with you.
Welcome to the studio, Luke. So yeah, everybody, with the way the algorithm is and everything, even people I know that are local people that get kind of famous, they basically end up covering the global situation or the national situation because there's not the clicks, because their audience is not as big. However, when you try to fight these nationwide or global battles, your returns are not as good for actually what you get done. Like we fought against the fire pits, and we actually got the fire pits reinstated, which, by the way, I'll leave a link there. If you're in San Diego, seen as a San Diego broadcast, we are having the bonfire in OB tomorrow. I'll give you the details. That will be in here. And also we have some clips coming up, mostly by Luke and some other people. But from now on, every live stream I do, I'm going to try to put all the clips that are referred to or all the things that are referred to in the show in the comments.
Yeah, that's cool. So actually on X right now, I just found out the other day that you can actually be watching a video while it's streaming and check out the comments. It's good for people who are sometimes putting sources for things that they're documenting. So it's a useful new feature on X that I just learned about.
All right, so we're going to be showcasing a couple of people around town. This is just an inaugurational thing here. I've just got new equipment, new cameras, new stuff worked out in my back end for my studio. So I'm trying to get more and more used to pulling up clips and the audio. There's a lot of juggling that goes on behind the scenes, whether or not you know, because normally people have a producer. I do not. But so I got to control the audio levels and the mics and turn the clips and bring them in. And so
there's bound to be a few hiccups today, but we're working it out.
There's bound to be, especially when I'm drinking my non-alcoholic Guinness.
And me with my non-alcoholic IPA.
Pretty decent. You should give them a whirl sometimes. So we'll get into some more details later, but right now we'll get into some of these clips. What's this first clip we got here, Luke?
The first clip's going to be at the Carlsbad No Kings rally from over the weekend.
All right, you wanna lead in just a little bit, give us a little something before it goes, or should we just get right into the clip?
Well, I'll tell you guys, it was quite an event. I've heard a lot of people saying different things about numbers. There's been some fake stuff reported about the Boston one and whatnot, but I had gone to the Carlsbad one before I went to the one in downtown San Diego the last time that they did this No Kings thing, and the one downtown was huge. Matt and I went there, and it was more people than you could ever imagine. They estimated 60,000 people marching on the streets of downtown San Diego. The one in Carlsbad was just maybe 200 or 300 people, but I went there again this time expecting it to be similar to the turnout of the last one, and it was way bigger.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people there.
Because obviously the right wing, we want to be like, oh, it all failed, and it bothers me. You lose credibility. It's not about whether the No Kings is good or bad or how their optics is or who's controlling or who's running. I mean, when you go on TV and you say it's a dud, it was a total nothing burger, it's like, are you joking? Like, if we got that many Patriots out, we would be screaming from the rooftops, this was amazing success. I mean, what do you mean? What kind of success are they asking for? Because there was no cars burned or nothing exploded or nobody got shot, it wasn't a success. The idea was to get an infinite amount of people in the streets, and they fucking did it.
Like, yeah, it was big, and there was a lot of people at a lot of the other ones too. I don't think we should take anything away from that. Matt and I, during all the COVID years, we were associated with a bunch of people here in San Diego that were attempting to get something like that going. If we would have had a turnout downtown like the one that I saw in Carlsbad,
I would have jizzed in my pants. I would have been like, oh.
Most of the ones that we had, we'd have 50 people or less.
Yeah.
We did have one. We had a Freedom Revival at one point that was a huge success that had about 5,000 people downtown.
Sean Fredrickson, who we'll be getting to, he's great local.
Yeah, dude. Sean's great. But this one in Carlsbad, it was like, I'm glad I went. The vibes there were pretty good. I was a fish out of water there with my friends, Lori and Ryan. But towards the very, very end, we did see a guy who lived right there on, I guess, Carlsbad Boulevard, which is the Coast Highway. It goes through Carlsbad. He was out there waving his Trump flag and just yelling at everybody, Trump is your president.
God, that's so weird. Now that I'm looking back in my mind's eye, I wonder if that was my old house that he was on.
I don't know.
I got to check the thing, see if it was 3464.
This guy was cool, but everybody out there was trying to fight him. They're having to bring over the yellow vest people. to tell him to stop.
So yeah, we got to go to this thing, right? So where are we going? Give us a quick where we're going tonight, and then we'll get back into these clips. We'll try and hit them hard and fast, and then we're out.
Tonight we're going to an event. It's not far from here on Mission Bay with Richard Bailey. He's the former mayor of Coronado, and he's very well spoken. You should follow him on X at Richard Bailey.
He's huge on Instagram.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and he's got a good, decent following and building on X right now. But he's having a little meet and greet kind of get together. I don't know exactly what the premise is tonight, but hopefully we'll be going there and shooting some video at his event tonight. I'm excited to finally meet him. But
we have a clip of him too later, right?
Yeah, we'll show that before we wrap up. So
what's going to show here is we'll get in and out. So basically what we're trying to do here is do a quick showcase. We'll do a longer one in the future. At least once a week, we'll try and get some of the local people and what they're doing. And obviously Luke's always involved, and Amy Reichart and all these other people.
Adam Huntington.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we'll go show you a quick clip of this one. Luke's always out there. He's always crushing it. We'll do a quick one, then we'll move on to the next one. Again, we're just kind of working the bugs out here. So I'll let you control this clip once we get it up here.
I got my microphones up on my hat there, so that's why it looks kind of funny.
Yeah, go ahead. You're on the...
All right, yeah. So
good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. This is Luke Slywaker coming at you from Carlsbad, California. Out here for the No Kings protest, just kind of cover it and see what's going on. It's kind of interesting. Today they're also having a 250th anniversary of the, I don't know which one, Marines, I guess, up in Camp Pendleton. Just behind me, there's several large vessels making their way up there. Apparently they are going to be closing down the I-5 freeway today from 1 to 6, so that's going to be quite a mess. There is a huge show, a huge turnout here today. Several thousand people. Last No Kings protest, I came to the one here. It was not even close. It was nowhere near this large. They went to the one downtown where there was 60,000 they estimated, and there people out here are saying they're estimating that'll be double the size.
That a little short.
That was a bug. I let him have control of the mic there for a second, and we got a little iffy. But we're back. It's not over. So yeah, Luke's there. He's covering this.
So it'll be interesting to see who covers that.
He's doing the whole thing, and it basically cruising around. There's all these retards, and now everybody's wearing these is yellow. So they're like literally making this into a
color revolution.
The color revolution, which is what George Soros does, and it's George Soros funded. So basically, they just whip everybody up into a frenzy, and they get everybody to become a color. So there's like the purple revolution, the yellow revolution, and they're actually dialing this one in on other revolutions that have gone around the world. So we're the yellow global revolution. It's like, it's also nice because then you can just it's whatever yellow is. There's no actual meaning to it. It's just the yellow, So anyway, we got all these people. There's the girls.
Oh, and that's Ryan. That's Clint Russell's half brother. Clint Russell, you may know him from the Liberty Lockdown podcast.
Yeah.
Hi. And I think he's got something.
And there's Lori. Lori and the ladies.
He's a poker player. Yeah.
So we did get a couple of people out here. We'll move on. We got a couple of clips. We'll play these clips more in entirety later. I'm just trying to get through some of these. I wanted to show some of the other people. Where's the clip of the
right here?
Oh yeah.
This is kind of cool. So this was a guy who was a Trump supporter out there. He lives right there on the
talk to this lady.
Being dragged. They're waving a Trump flag, yelling, "Trump's."
So, you're Mexican, and what do you think about ICE?
I'm Mexican pro-ICE.
All right, we finally found our people.
Yeah. My grandparents came here on visas. My great-grandparents.
Do it the right way, and it's all good, right?
Yeah. This is madness. All these people know how to say is the F word, and everything they send with anger. It's so weird.
I can't tell.
You got all these people out here throwing tantrums.
He's at San Diego Designs, I think is his.
Yeah, he's always around. He goes out there with you a lot. So
and he goes to the Board of Supervisors meetings.
I don't even know what the fuck to say.
He's great.
But all the anger.
Dude, I think it's my old house. I think they changed the balcony and turned it into like a one large balcony.
You might as well let it go for another 5 seconds. Just,
okay, sure.
I mean, who doesn't like that?
Makes me laugh.
Let's
San Diego titties in the house.
She's out there handing out fish bees to all the protesters because they're all crybabies.
You should have saw how pissed off they were. There was a whole bunch of them earlier. They were so fired up. I had one guy come over here and try to fight me. I said, step on here and we'll go. I came down here as soon as I got to the truck. He walked up.
Everybody's trying to fight him. Anyway, that was the No Kings protest.
All right. Well, let's bring us back up full here, and we'll get our rapport back and forth going. Let's see. So we got another clip. Oh no, I fell out of my deal there.
We can go on to the one with Adam.
Well, I got to pull that back up now because we slipped out of the matrix there.
We'll give it a second,
reason.
but yeah. So this is going to be with Adam Huntington. He's another great boots on the ground guy.
Shall we skip this one for now and just move on to for
oh yeah, that one's actually really, really good. Let's do that. This is
just the
friend.
beginning, right? I don't want to go through.
Yeah,
the whole
let's
thing.
watch the first minute or
and
so.
Homeboy, he did which one of the COVID documentaries did he do? It was
he did the Plandemic series.
Yeah, Plandemic. Super dude. Rich Van Every. He's got like sick equipment. Hopefully, we'll be working with him sometime.
Yeah, he's a documentary filmmaker. You'll see.
Just the rest of them, and what. My name is Rich Van Every. I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I'm here in the city of Encinitas for a city council meeting tonight, and we are addressing a new agenda item that just popped up out of nowhere that is bringing in small antennas on 3,000 light poles in this city. The city operates or manages a majority of those poles, and SDG&E manages the rest of them, and what we're concerned about is a surveillance infrastructure going in for what is known as a smart city. And that is part of what the Agenda 2030 is all about, which is corralling people into smaller communities and monitoring and tracking every step and every move of their lives. So what's happening in China today, you would think could never come to America, but we believe it can. And this is the beginning of a new level of data collection and surveillance and invasion of privacy that nobody should be in favor of. So what's not surprising is that this is a global initiative. So if it's not already happening in your city, you can expect it to come soon. And what we need to do is raise public awareness and educate people about what this is really about, because there's certainly a story that it's for the betterment of society, but we really believe this is taking us down a road that we may never be able to pull out of.
All right. I think we're on the same page now.
Yeah, so we're going through the
I think we're on the same page now. So yeah, and the thing that was crazy about this one is, so this city council, where is this again?
This is an Encinitas city council meeting. It was the last Wednesday.
And Encinitas is incorporated. This is what I'm telling everybody, okay? One of the biggest things we can do in San Diego is I think every single city should starve, every single town and community should starve the city of San Diego by incorporating. Like La Jolla's done it. Carlsbad is their own city. It seems to me that all of the places that have become their own city, I think OB should become a city. I have a slogan. It's called Live Fat and OB City, obesity. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a joke, a play on words. But I think if we had our own city, then we can starve San Diego of all of our funds, and we can actually put our funds back into our own communities, fix our pier, fix our streets, and pay for things that we need done, as opposed to sending them off to Todd Glory Hall, where God knows what happened. But in this particular meeting, we actually got somewhere, right?
Yeah, that's right. So they were trying to put these surveillance and 5G devices on top of light poles across the town. Encinitas already got great 5G coverage. There's no shortage of that there. But it's through the company called Ubiquity or Ubiquit. It's like
Ubiquitech or something like that. Yeah, which if you don't know, ubiquitous means everywhere. All the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that what a fun name for.
So it was really great at this meeting because most of the people who show up for the meetings in Encinitas are the traditional, the ones who have been going for the longest time are pretty much on the left. We showed up, a little bit more conservative people, but literally everybody in that meeting was against this. So it's kind of cool to be there for a meeting where the people united. And it was something where the city council and the mayor also didn't like this idea. They weren't able to just say no to it. It was for a licensing agreement, but they were able to table it. When they said that they wanted to table it, Luke Schaefer, who's kind of a friend of mine, he's on the council, and he's like, how about we shelve it until 2027? And everybody laughed and thought it was great. So they said they wouldn't be able to do that. They said they can't drop it due to all the health effects that they listed out, but nobody wants it.
What health effects?
There's health effects like it weakens your blood-brain barrier. infertility.
Oh no, I thought they were saying there's going to be health effects if they shut it down.
No, there's health effects if they install these things everywhere.
Oh yeah,
it was listed on page 88 of the agenda report. Nobody from the parent company showed up to the meeting to talk about it. They had like a representative who wasn't even associated with them, kind of filling them in a little bit. But he couldn't answer a lot of questions. But it's really good to see that the public showed up. And I think I've been to at least 100 of these municipal meetings before in the past few years. And this is the first time I've ever walked out of one like happy.
So let me ask you, these guys, when they did their spiel and what they had to say, did it sound like they were truly against it themselves and got the picture? Or do you think they were just like, I think what they did with the parking meters is they realized that the community had gotten too big of a groundswell and they're like, let's not do it today. We'll just pawn it off a little bit until maybe people forget and then do it. Or do you think they're actually against it?
I believe that two of the five were definitely against it all the way. They both said we need to just get rid of this idea forever. But because of procedural things, they couldn't do it. The other three were also against it. But they are going to have to explain why, and they're going to have to come up with the right reasons so they don't end up in a lawsuit. So
keep going. Explain it while I pull up the next clip.
But anyway, the moral of this story is we can make a difference. It's really interesting because Encinitas City Council was 4-1 for the last several years, and in the last election, things got shuffled up, and now it's 1-4. So it's 1 on the left and 4 on the right, including the mayor, because things needed to be changed up. Back to what Matt was saying about how we should incorporate more cities. You notice that when you drive around San Diego County, you can see it just as soon as you get outside of the bounds of the city of San Diego and you go into places like Del Mar, Carlsbad, Encinitas, even like Oceanside, things are way better. The city of San Diego is managed so horribly. They have 10 city council members that are all Democrats. We have a Democrat mayor who prioritizes only things that make him feel good. He's gay, so everything he does has to be gay.
We have the Pride Promenade, and it was Gay Pride Month, and it was Gay Pride Week, and then it was
Gay History Month.
Now it's Gay Pride History Month. We're like literally 2 months in a week. Oh my God! Yeah. But hey, so realistically, we'll get into the next clip real quick. But the thing is here in Ocean Beach, like we used to be kind of a fringe area, but we're because of a locality, because of our beaches and everything and our nightlife, this is like become one of the most money generating areas in San Diego. I mean, per capita, like the actual property value per square foot in Ocean Beach is higher than Del Mar and La Jolla because they have bigger houses over there. So it's actually the highest per square foot. We have a giant thriving nightlife scene. We have the Airbnbs all over the place. And we even have a hotel down there and restaurants and bars. And so the amount of money they're bringing in from property taxes, the amount of money they're bringing in from the bars and the sales taxes is way, way, way per capita above what we're doing. But we're getting nothing. Like our pier is rotting away. Our streets are falling apart. If we were to be able to focus all that money and all that revenue on ourselves and starve these bastards, Todd Gloryhole and others, out of our money and focus it on ourselves, we would be so stoked. I mean, people are probably like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go it alone. Like, trust me, bro. We got plenty of money. We would be loving it. But anyway, let's pull up the next clip. Do you want to do Bailey last so we can
let's do Bailey last.
All right. We'll go to the next one then. It would be
with Adam.
The homie Adam.
So last Friday, Adam Huntington, I love to go out on the streets with him and we just look at, he does a lot of coverage of how the infrastructure is falling apart. The deferred maintenance is out of control in San Diego. There's a budget deficit. They're spending more money and bringing in more money than ever. And they're not doing any of the basic stuff. Now, this is going to be at Crown Point and Paradise Point on Ingram near SeaWorld and Pacific Beach. This is a very, very high tourism area. You're going to see the Ingram Street bridges that lead to Vacation Road, this 5-star resort. And you're going to see how poorly the city is able to take care of the infrastructure just on these bridges and the Riviera Drive. It's unbelievable. Just he's been complaining. They have this thing called the Get It Done app, and they're not getting anything done, even if you ask. So
for the most part, I think people want to come here and visit and enjoy our beautiful weather when it's cold in their respective regions or hot in their respective regions. And dude, we took a big hit in our tourism, and nobody wants to come when your city is filled with homeless people. Everywhere smells like piss and shit, and you have trash lining your streets everywhere you go. Vacation East, Vacation West, Vacation South, Vacation North. This is all about vacation here in San Diego. This is Paradise Point. This is one of our premier resorts. And the bridges leading right to this beautiful island paradise. And this whole area is just a beautiful island here in the middle of Mission Bay. And the roads leading in and out to this intersection here, both parking lots on both sides of the bay, are lined with garbage and trash. Pile of trash here, man. And it's just totally loaded with cigarette butts. But like I was saying, there are destructive people in the city that are intentionally trying to burn it down when you're not looking. I went and met with Joe.
The signs broken up there too.
Gosh, man, 2 months ago.
How was that?
That's Harry the Hubcap.
Specifically about this hubcap. This is Harry the Hubcap. Harry the Hubcap has been here since April. Now you're saying, Adam, why don't you just go clean it up? Well, you know what? I've already done all the cleaning, right? And that's what we pay taxes for. Not only that, it's really unsafe right here, right next to all these cars. And what you're going to notice over here is these are where we staple down our bike lane protectors. These are little plastic bollards. Nobody can even see them here. So bicyclists and real bicyclists will tell you that they have a false sense of security because of these plastic bike lane things.
I wanted to weigh in real quick.
Yeah,
that
cool.
are pretty much
Well, no,
broken.
I mean, why doesn't he pick up the hubcap? I mean, hell no, don't pick up that cup. It's got a name. That's Harry the Hubcap. I mean, that would be racist to pick that hubcap up. But no, seriously, by leaving that particular hubcap there, that proves that it wasn't like, oh, he let's say he takes a week off and he goes like, oh, they still haven't cleaned it. It's like, wait, maybe it was dusty and it filled back up. Like, as long as Harry the Hubcap's there, they haven't cleaned the motherfucker. So Harry Hubcap is staying.
Another little side point, the next day, this was on last Friday. The next morning, there was when all the No Kings protests were going on. And Adam just happened to drive through there, and they were actually literally doing a No Kings protest right here. They're all sitting on that wall. And Adam went out there. He's like, what? Do you guys know how bad this situation is? They were like, they're hanging their feet over all this garbage, and they're just all like, well, why don't you pick it up then? And yelling at him and calling him names.
Yeah,
and
and
all
it's
this
also
stuff.
like they'll have 1 million people out for like global warming, but they'll walk by trash and all this bullshit. It's like, if you really care about like our city being better, like why not, while you're out there, go ahead and clean up a little bit.
Or I'll just take some of that energy and point it at the city, who's clearly neglecting. They want to protest. They want to talk all this smack about No Kings. We're going to go down here a little bit further. Bear with me. I may take a second to find the right. Oh, this will be good. Okay.
I just wanted to put it behind there.
Oh, yeah.
If you could.
Okay, let's see.
But sorry, we're dealing
I'm
with
just moving it. I'm not sure exactly the timestamp that I'm looking for here, so this may take just a second to come up.
Wonder why it's lagging.
Fail.
Well, that's not our fault. You know, the Zios, it's a Zio attack.
Here we go. Okay.
Interestingly, going
We'll just start it
to
here.
nonprofits around
This next
San Diego,
couple minutes here.
yet for some reason,
What are we gonna do?
nothing's
Whole
getting
minutes
cleaned
of this?
up. Homeless is getting worse.
Okay. Here, let's start right here. So this is Riviera Drive, right
These
along
cars are
Mission
just
Bay.
taking an absolute beating here. That'll really mess somebody up if they hit that with a skateboard or a bicycle. But man, we just have all this dead debris out here. And we'll show you some of these broken posts up here. It's just it's really unfortunate. Man, look at that gaping hole.
Gaping.
Our scrape.
By the way, everyone, if you're not aware, if you do get a cracked rim or you sustain auto damage as a result of the status of our roads, I believe the city of San Diego will reimburse you if you can prove it. Now, we can prove everything against the city of San Diego, and they still don't do anything about it. Either way. But, God, how many get-it-dones do we have for this? You know, it's just, there's no reason for this, man. No, I know. So, since San Diego did their genius move with the trash, Everyone's just coming to dump their garbage out here. If you don't lock your dumpsters, if you have an HOA and you don't lock your dumpsters, people are probably using your dumpsters. As you can see here, we got these palm fronds. What happens is they fall in these people's yards. Trash is so expensive now. So nobody wants to put it in their own garbage.
So this is just kind of an example of what we're doing.
Top of the property
you try to highlight these
already
problems in San Diego.
Yeah,
I was gonna pull it up.
And then we're buying new trash.
Yeah, so this is just one of the things you can do around your community. Call them out, make a video. Sometimes things actually start getting done when we point these things out. Sometimes the videos will get 30 or 40,000 views, and that's not all local, but the people in our community do notice, and sometimes it actually results in action getting done. So
we're trying to do with the San Diego News here, because if we can start getting some interviews of the people that are doing this stuff, and we make this show get a little bit more viewers. And if you're from San Diego, like we should have said in the beginning, but like if you're a San Diego local, which most people probably aren't, but if you are and you're watching this, please in the future and now retweet it and try and tell your friends to watch this video, because then in the future when we get guests on, we can actually have some of the bigger people in San Diego. Then we get some clout. We can actually start like having people running for mayor and different stuff, like Richard Bailey, which we can get later on tonight. Hopefully he's running for something, and some other people that are running locally. I mean, we already have friends with Amy Reichart. She ran for office.
Board of Supervisors.
Yeah, this before we even had this platform right now. So we're really trying to get this. I'm going to have my regular show, but also at least once a week, I'd like to do Luke and maybe some other locals. And we're just going to talk about San Diego proper and what the fuck we're doing here and why. And believe it or not, we are making a difference. I've like literally outside my studio here, I've heard people walking by. It's like, they're just stealing all our money. And I was like,
literally, we could hear it through the door while we were
out getting lunch. And this guy's like, what the hell are the city doing? It's like, it's catching on, dude. Like people are catching on. And actually, when we go to this Bailey clip, he's way more polished. I mean, he's the type of guy that could be a politician. He was the mayor of Coronado, which is like the nicest place.
It's where the Naval Air Station is that they shot Top Gun, and apparently they're going to be doing a NASCAR there in a couple of years.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful place, kind of an island right by downtown with the most beautiful views ever. So we're actually going to meet Adam from that last clip at an event that Richard Bailey will be having here, and as soon as we wrap this up, we're leaving to head down.
Well, what I was going to say is that he's basically, I don't know if you saw the rant I did where I talk about, as the property taxes go up and as our sales tax go up, because they're always like, oh, you guys, you're struggling with your bills because the prices of everything's going up. That's the way San Diego is. But the reality is, like I pointed out, now he's about to articulately lay out like very professionally, is that as the price of the property goes up, so does the property tax. And as the price of all of our goods go up, so does the sales tax go up. So this idea that they have that things are getting more expensive, when in reality they pulled in more money in total taxes than any other year in the past. We'll
let Richard explain it.
Well, it's going to take me a second to get this clip up by virtue of the way that these clips are.
Definitely follow Richard Bailey. I can't wait to meet him. This will be the first time I've met him this evening. He was having a little thing at 5:30.
The city of San Diego just released its 2025 year-end financial report, and you won't believe what.
If you don't mind, we'll pull that back up here again, and we'll get right into it. Richard Bailey ran for mayor, was the mayor of Coronado. He's actually there filming from Coronado. Anyway, this guy is the man. Hopefully, he's going to clean up San Diego.
The city of San Diego just released its 2025 year-end financial report, and you won't believe what it shows. Despite all of the talk about financial trouble, the city brought in a record near $2.1 billion in general fund tax revenue last year, the highest ever. So why are parking, trash, and permit fees still going up? It's because the city also spent a record $2.176 billion, and that doesn't even include deferred maintenance on city streets and other infrastructure. I'm Richard Bailey, former mayor of Coronado, and here's why you should care. Yes, costs are higher today for everyone, but the city's revenue is based on a percentage of value. So as property values rise, so does the city's property tax revenue. And as the price for goods rise for all of us, so does the city's sales tax revenue. And the city took in more tax revenue than ever before, yet still ran a massive deficit. The city has more employees than ever before, up over 25% since 2015, but performance has declined across every core responsibility: public safety, road repair, and infrastructure. That's not according to me, that's according to the city's own data. This latest report could not be more clear. San Diego does not have a revenue problem. It has a spending and management problem. Nickeling and diming residents with new fees won't be enough. The city needs a complete restructuring and a renewed focus on core city services with performance-based management. In an upcoming video, I'll break down exactly how your tax dollars are being spent now and how they should be spent in the future for a better San Diego. So for more policy-related conversations, follow along.
All right. And so that's the guy. He's the man. He's basically totally based, and we're on the same page. But I mean, you know, I don't know how well I'm going to go through the vetting process, and I don't really think the average San Diego Karen is going to vote for me. Whereas the guy's a good-looking dude. He's polished. He ran the best city in San Diego, and so I think if he became the mayor of San Diego proper, it would be freaking awesome.
It'd be the best thing that happened to any of us here in San Diego. We got to get these idiots out.
Yeah, it's absolutely out of control here. I mean, you know, everyone tells us to leave, but, you know, there's a reason why we stay, guys. It's fucking awesome here. It's just the goddamn politicians. I mean, it's today, what was it? We were out in shorts, t-shirt, flip-flops.
It's in the low 70s. That's where it's
tacos
been.
Down by the beach.
By this time next week, it's supposed to be in the 80s, you know, for the next several days. So.
While you're out there freezing your ass off with all your liberties, we're here with no liberty, but fucking
great weather, and it's so beautiful everywhere you go. The different landscapes around San Diego, it's just an unbelievable place. From the ocean to the mountains to the desert to, I mean, you got everything you could ever dream of here. It's very beautiful.
All right, so in the future, when we do this show again, hopefully we can become a nexus of all of these stories, and you can leave your like copy paste your local story, or leave comments, or leave us ideas and tips in the comments of these videos. Like I said, we're going to put the videos in the comments, so you can go by and check these out. If you want to share these individual videos, help us get it out. And in the future, I'm going to try and get people to really, like, if you're in San Diego, like, share this and like play it on your channel so that people in your local area, because a lot of people, like, I have a global fan base, whereas Luke has a little bit of a more local one. And then people like Amy Reichart, everyone
strictly
that
local
follows her. So if you're one of these local people who has a local fan base, please share this video, because this is about saving San Diego. This is not about getting views, because if it was, we'd talk about global topics and talk about Charlie Kirk and fucking Candace Owens and try and get them clicks, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But we're not doing that. We're trying to get local, our town, San Diego, saved, California and San Diego.
Another thing I'd ask of you guys, if there's anybody around here who's watching, is if you see something around your neighborhood and maybe you don't want to be the face for it, and it's something you think needs to be covered, feel free to reach out, send us tips and anything that you think needs to be looked into, or if there's certain people that you think might be worthy of talking to, let us know, and we'll follow up if it looks like it's something that's worth covering to us.
That's right. Thanks, Luke.
All right, brother.
That was a pretty good first time. Let us know. By the way, if you have any tips, anything you liked, even if you're like, I might tell you to fuck off, but you're like, I don't like the lighting. I don't like this, the mic. I don't like this. I mean, feel free to weigh in if you want, or if there's something you want us to cover, whatever. If you like it, love it. And then if you're actually out there, if we keep this going, when we keep this going and you want to sponsor us as a local San Diego sponsor, we will create you a video and we will play it at the end of all these broadcasts. So it'll be, you know, brought to you by Ramona Lock and Safe, or Gun and Safe, or something like that, or, you know, Ramona Tackle, or, you know, San Diego
coffee
or
shop.
The coffee shop that you got 1 trillion views on that coffee shop. Anyway, I love you guys. We're going to end this stream here in a second. I'm going to roll you out.
Look forward to more content coming from the event that we're headed to just now. So maybe some more good stuff coming tonight.
Indeed. Give me 1 second here. I got my media assets, and I'm going to roll you out with... Dude, I'm sorry. This happens. What happened was
we made a little mistake.
We played the clip and then we turned the mic off, and then because we don't want to speak over it, so we can talk in the back. And then what happens is we end up, or I end up forgetting to turn the mic back on. The mic is back on right now. So what we were saying was, if you're in San Diego, we are trying to save San Diego.
And if you have any stories in your neighborhood and you don't really feel like getting out there and covering it yourself, if you do, send us the footage if you want to help get more reach. If you don't feel like covering it and you see something that you think needs attention drawn to it, please let us know, because we're always looking for something that's exciting and interesting to cover around this town, and we want to fix it. So,
and share this broadcast in the future. We're going to come up with some cool name. We'll have some promo. And if you're a local San Diego business, like the coffee shop, what's the name of that coffee shop?
Invita in Carlsbad.
Invita, who is liberty minded, a little leaning right-ish, or at least not communist, then, let us know, and maybe we'll put together a promo and you can sponsor all of these great people and all the work that we're doing. Because as of now, we're doing this all for free. And
we have been for a long, long time.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to, actually have enough to cover the bills, just to at least get out here once a week or whatever, and do this. And if you guys have any stories, leave them in the comments, any tips, let us know. We're going to go hang out with Adam Bailey.
Richard Bailey and
Bailey.
Adam Huntington, two of the people that we just featured here.
Yeah, I always get that mixed up. But so yeah, Richard Bailey running for mayor, probably, hopefully, we're hoping. We're gonna go see. We'll let you know. We'll put it in the thing. I do apologize on the mic drop. We had this great outro that we gave, and then now we're trying to redo it. So yeah, just help us, support us, repost. If you're a San Diego person that has even a small following in San Diego, let's repost this, so that we can become the platform of San Diego and we can hate on all the bullshit that they're doing. Maybe we can get on some more local people and we can help move the needle in some of these political races.
Peace out. Love y'all.
Late.
Alex and his crew journey to planet Turmeric. Greeted by the leader who offers the golden gift of health, the crew loads the ship with radiant turmeric bound for Earth. Their mission is clear: bring strength, vitality, and balance to the people. From the stars to your home, it's the golden treasure of wellness. Fuel your